Hey there, Scorpio. This is Chronic Joy Tarot. We're going to do your general reading here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I also like to say anyone else who shows up, this message is definitely for you as well. The way my readings go, it's very much about just you and your experience and expanding your own soul, tapping into aspects of yourself that can be developed and grown. And every month we just take another topic and focus in on it. This is just mostly about you, not about really any predictions or outcomes. It's about you and your journey and how to continue to expand on that. Okay? This is the Oracle deck we're going to be using. It's the Native Spirit deck by Denise Lynn. And the card that we pulled for you, Scorpio, is the Great Mystery. Basically, this is God, Source, the Creator, the Divine, whatever word that you place on it. But it's that energy, that all-knowing energy, the divine, universal support that's always there. This card asks you to have faith and know that although the great mystery or the creator, the thought of God or, universal spirit energy, whatever you want to call it, the thought of that is so profound and vast that it's, in ways, it's almost unknowable. It's unknowable as a human being standing on this planet. And that's where faith comes in, is just trusting that it's there, trusting that you're always being guided. If you have maybe set some intentions and planted some seeds of, an idea or a project or shifting a relationship or moving or changing jobs, whatever your intentions are, then the work is to plant the seeds and then just know it will come. And that's when you jump to the concept of faith and this great mystery card, this great mystery idea. It is like you wouldn't go and plant seeds in your garden and then go out the next day and say, well, where is it? Where are my flowers? And then just sort of dig it all up because it didn't show up. It's a matter of knowing it's growing, knowing it's on its way. And that's where your faith in the divine comes in. So let's see what the Zen Tarot spread shows us. We're doing the tree spread here. It's kind of one that I made up, and we have a starting point here, internal and external energies, and then keys to moving forward. Okay, the first card is here. Yes, celebration. I love it. It is a joyful card. It's a card of emotion, and it's perfectly tied in with the oracle. It's almost like your cause for celebration is right now. Even if it's pertaining to, like I said, if you've planted intentions, seeds of intention, and you haven't seen it manifest yet, it's okay, because you did it, right? You started it, and it's on its way. Perhaps you're trying to create an experience that is different from one you're having. Maybe you're in a relationship that makes you feel a little frustrated, a little not fulfilled, or not your full authentic self within it. And your intention is to make changes to that. And so maybe you've sort of spoken your truth about it with the person that you're in a relationship with. Right there, that's a cause for celebration. I was able to, create a new possibility in this because I spoke my mind. I spoke from my heart, right? That's just one example, but this is a reminder that our existence here in this very moment, and as long as we're always showing up as our authentic self, then we're supported by the divine. Always. Well, we're always supported by the divine. I'm sorry. Even if we're not kind of feeling very authentic in the moment, we're always supported. That's cause for celebration in and of itself, right? Internally, the underlying energy that's within you that maybe others aren't really aware of is the stress card. So perhaps you've been uneasy or uncertain about this connection to the Creator. Or, like I said, maybe you did plant some seeds of intention and you're not seeing them show up. And maybe that's stressing you out and making you feel disconnected from the divine energy. Maybe your uncertainty has gotten the better of you within. It's okay, because that, that's just another guidepost for you to remember to get back on track, step into this moment, trust, have your faith, and know that you're on your way. You're on your way, right? Whatever it is that you want to achieve or create or experience is on its way to you, as long as you maintain that trust, maintain the faith, okay? In your external world, this that plays off of this sort of internal stress is what you have going for you is your continued maturity and wisdom. You can always rest in every moment and just know, like this figure, just resting in this moment, knowing that the work is being done. The universe is delivering to you. It's always delivering to you. As long as you can quiet yourself long enough to recognize the signs, right? So let's just say you have a relationship that has conflict. Let's just say it's a work relationship. I won't go too heavy and too deep, but you have a work relationship that creates conflict for you. It does stress you out within. You begin to decide that, okay, this person is, countering me all the time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in my meditation, I'm going to sit and I'm going to capture the essence of that person, of that other, and realize that we are one and the same. Underneath this conflict and the combativeness and the arguing or the opposing views, underneath all of that, we are one. We are connected. This is where the maturity comes in. It's not always ready, for us to grasp, but as you start to develop this, the pure divine connection to spirit, you realize that's what we all are underneath it all. This conflict and maybe the shouting matches or whatever, that's all human, that's our humanness coming out. When, yes, that's very natural for as human beings to sort of lose touch with what is really driving us, and that is the godlike spirit that's within us all. Okay? But as you mature and as you gain wisdom about your connection to spirit and realizing that we are all connected, we're all developed from that same source, then things ease up. It becomes easier. So that conflict might, subside a little bit for a while, right? So that's what you have to fall back on. When that internal stress starts to build, it's time to stand in this moment and enjoy how far you've come, and know that things will work out. They always are, because you're trusting in the divine. Okay? Moving forward, and this card here would be the key to moving forward, is the sharing card. I mean, give of yourself. Show up as your authentic, heart-centered self. Give experiences, give advice, and I don't mean, let's see. Don't take center stage and be the only one talking, right? I'm still on this theme that if you're in a conflict, right? Open up from the heart. Even if the conflict is about something important, What's more important deep down within is that it's uncomfortable for, you could say it's uncomfortable for me to be in this conflict. I don't like feeling this way. I want to find somewhere that we have commonality so that we can move past this, right? Really be authentic. Share your true self. That's what will move you forward in any conflict, really. Or if this is a project, like we said earlier, intention that you've set, seeds that you've planted, show up as your authentic self in it. And as you quietly wait and trust in the divine to bring your idea to life, continue, don't shrivel away, is what I'm saying. Continue to open up and share your idea with others maybe, or collaborate with others to try to move it along a little more quickly. But underneath it all is that trust that it's coming, right? And then going forward, or as you've mastered these lower energies, then you experience these outcomes. And the very first one is centered in, as you are able to sort of capture this, knowing that this thing I want to achieve is on its way to me. I have faith in the Creator that it will be provided, that it will unfold, that it will manifest for me. And in that process of knowing this and starting to really begin to trust it is when you really start to understand that every spot that you occupy in your life, from day to day, spiritually and physically, is home. You are always home, wherever you are. Wherever you are mentally, wherever you are spiritually or physically, that is home, because it is you. It is your unique existence that makes it home, right? So that becomes more of a, as your trust builds in spirit, then you begin to be more accepting of every single moment, every single space you occupy at any given time. You become more accepting of this truth, right? Internally, as this is developing, this acceptance of the place you take up in the world, and sometimes frustrating spots, but you accept that those frustrating places are part of your growth as well, right? Within you, it starts to develop your heart. It starts with the sharing, the opening up of who you are, and your sense of compassion, your heightened sense of compassion begins to develop. And the more you can, like I said, connect with others on that level of true compassion, of really understanding that underneath it all, no matter what anyone's saying or flinging at you or blocking you with, we are all one. We are all connected. And that is guided by the great mystery, by the Creator. And you start to really gain that sense. Your heart will begin to swell more toward others. If you can just strip away the judgments and the thoughts about others and the worries and the thoughts about yourself, your own self-perception, strip those things away and really just begin to be, literally just be, that's when your heart has the space to connect with others from a deeper level. Okay? And in your external world, this creates a true appreciation of just sort of an ordinary day, of any moment in any day. It starts with that, like I said, that existence, that realizing that I am home wherever I stand, and everyone else is as well, and I can connect with them on that level from this deeper sense of compassion. This is not how most of us operate from day to day. We're usually focused on those things that are externally affecting us, the words that are coming at us, the actions that are being done around us, the behaviors of others. That's what we're usually focused on, that external quality of life. And what this is guiding you to do is to bring it inward and connect on a deeper level. And then I love this because the outcome of this, or the insight, is full integration of your external and internal worlds, right? It's integrating it all and knowing that all of that is, my internal voice and my external experiences can be one. They can be one. They can be my home, right? The problem and the stress comes when we begin to expect it to be different, right? We want it to be different, so we're waiting for the change, when in this very moment it's perfect. And that is, like I said, guided by the divine source. It's a pretty deep reading, and I think you guys can handle it, Scorpio. It's a deep reading, but you got it. Okay? All right, that's it for now, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me, and until next time. Bye, Scorpio.